Okay, now I didn't change anything other than going on that icon search. I haven't turned these into functions yet or anything like that. Just want to deal with that last little bit about restoring our icon. Actually, I don't like this name. I think it should be, this is more like a number define. I think I want this in capitals. This doesn't look right. It's supposed to be a constant, like a number defined. Okay. Now if you recall, whenever the taskbar is created, that message gets broadcast a special message, and we can save that off here at the create when we get Windows created, and that can't be in a new because we don't know what it is yet. I suppose it should be a uint because Windows messages are uint, and it's a type of constant. I guess we could make that constant uint, and it's actually, can I define a static constant or not? Anyway, there's only one window. That would be the taskbar created. How about this? That looks constant. Taskbar created. Let's call it WM taskbar created. Okay. We'll get warnings about copy constructors and such. And that's okay. Fix that. We only ever need to do that once. In fact, we only ever need to do that once for any program. Try to make this a little bit clearer. Okay, so now I'm just putting it in the. It makes no difference really if you specify these things in here or along the top here. But there is something about I forget. There's some reason why this is preferred over that. I don't remember what the reason is. Now that's a unique message. Trade callback message. It's not trade call. It's taskbar created. Okay. Now that's just on just as soon as we declare the window will be set, and that's perfectly fine. It's never going to be any different, and it's kind of like, well, it is a Windows method, so we have to handle it. So that means the taskbar just got created. Actually, there are couple other things to do. But anyway, now that's just the same as if we just came into existence. Um, we need to put the icon back exactly like before, set the message text, right? Don't increment the count, and then add the thing to the basically we need this. So I'll turn that into a function. And we'll call that, what we call it? Add to tray, add icon. I wonder what nim stands for. Notify something message. What do the letters NIM stand for? How about we call it notify at. Doesn't take any parameters. And there's all this. Alright, we need to change this. Where else was that? I did it here. Okay, now it doesn't require us to pass anything to it. Now if we get a taskbar created message, we should do the same thing. And that would be handled. We don't want anyone else to handle that. Okay. So now this is the click, which does something to the bubble text. Here is the destroy. We could make, in similar fashion, we could make notify, delete or something. Line up very nicely. Del, notify, add, remove. There are certain words that don't work very well with computer programming. Like left and right don't have the same number of letters. And, think that line up nicely. But we can call it del. Okay. Okay, so now that's all that does. Really, the default handler shouldn't care about what we say here. WM displays is just a message to tell you that the window has or is one. There's no way to cancel the process of destroying the window at this point. This is just the last message you're going to get before receiving no more. And so really, I shouldn't have to do this. I want to fix that while I'm thinking about it. Now that's here. The default handler. New message. Right. So if it's a WM destroy message, we're going to ignore that. If it's the handled flag, and still continue with the default window prop because we have to. With no other choice. We gotta let the program complete dying, and that allows me to remove this. Okay, now what is this? Okay, now this is a kind of a user-defined thing. We don't know what the callback does. What I'm thinking about, of course, is to take these functions and move them into the base window class so that all of our windows can have access to the system tray through this interface. And we're going to have a special callback function for this part. That's the way I'm thinking about it. Just as there's a callback here, there's also a message WM close, handle it in here. But this particular callback allows me to turn off that, to override that default dialog. It looks kind of ugly. And put up my own dialog and decide whether or not to allow the program to close. So that's it, I think. And I had a list. Gee, I guess it would have been in here, in my quick list. Proper handling of shells, so we're doing number 1. Parenthesis problem. Name problem. Now really, I don't want to use the clock icon for this thing. I want something more like this type of icon. I wish I could find the original icon, the original program. Okay, so here's our thing. Still doing its job. Now I'm going to kill we've killed the Explorer's Bone, killed it. No more shell. I'm wondering about this, the way that they line up like that. Now, that used to be the way things were. What's this? Huh. They don't have an icon. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of which operating system ever displayed these like that. Anyway, that's not a concern. We're going to restart Explorer. And if we've done everything correctly, here we are. Still there. And the other ones are bringing themselves back too. See, that's already in there. We still got this. And this. Okay. So now that solved that problem. So that's it. That's it for the just the basic handling of the icon. Now what we want to do is do something with the icon. We want to bring up a menu in particular. But yeah, I don't like these names. I want it to have say something like task tray. Let me think for a minute. I'm thinking that maybe it could be just a class on its own, and we could derive from a task tray manager. But no, that's no good. It could be between window and our thing. It could be something that derives from window. Maybe. Yeah. What if we had a class called sys_tray window. Something like that. Standard class. Standard window class derives from this thing. Contains this, at least these two functions. It can be protected. So if you want to use the sys_tray, you could derive from that thing. Now it could also it could have its own win class. Also protected. It will do these standard things. Just so we never have to do it again. Not that part. Okay. So that means that these can be private. The manager will take care of it. However, well, we'll deal with that later. I'm just wondering how to keep track of the last used. Maybe we'll add a function to TS Windows to something similar to this thing, but an internal thing. So if a system tray window comes into existence, That gets set like that, which is a unit, constant unit. And we know how to handle that. Okay. We make the default equal to true, and we add an else. Return 0. So create, destroy, and resyncing is handled. Now there's this callback there. So we could define virtual result, yeah, and on message, on message. And I guess should it be forced to be implemented? No. It can just do nothing. Doesn't have to do anything. But I'd like there to be a way to remind someone using this that they can override it. So how would I do that? Okay. Force them to override it. Oh, now the message itself maybe could be passed in constructor. That's a good idea. I'll put this back. And if we pass that in the constructor, I need a member. Also constant? No, it's changeable. I called it create callback message because I know there's only one and I'm not going to change anything. Here I would like it to look more like a variable thing. Okay, now notify add therefore It's going to require that value, but it's set in the constructor, so it's definitely going to be there. It's the only one that needs it. It's the only function that needs it. So now if we're derived from this, Adam, so we're going to pass Adam down through. So now our constructor looks like this, comma, yep. Okay. We'll still have to take care of that. And that's on. So if this is the string message, yeah, spell correct, right? Actually, this has got to take two. In the case where we have more than one icon, oh, we need the IP too. Alright, but that could default to 0. I don't like to put defaults, but these are so. Nobody ever makes more than one. So you remember. That might be the name. Didn't I give it a name? No. MU icon ID. Alright. Now the callback's got to pass W param and L param. Well, really, it should be 2 units. Now here's what we call the candy face interface potential bug, right? These two things are the same type, and so it's possible to get them confused. Well, the names aren't so confusing, but we might not declare our function perfectly, but we can fix that later. So, we're going to call this Okay, so it's a new message and an identifier. Okay. Now, what about handled in that case? Maybe we should return this, pass this on through. Well, not going to worry about it. It's a private message anyway, right? So in that case, handle is true. Alright. Now what we've got to do here, get rid of that. And get rid of this. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Comment it out. We don't want that code later. We don't need this. And then we gotta call this WinProp before calling R. And if handled already, so what we do is we say so that's our way of initializing being handled. So if this thing already dealt with the message, then we won't do anything. And that will already be set. And our program is reducing to almost nothing. So we just need that call. We need the callback. I don't like to make it pure virtual, but how else are you going to remind someone that they pretty much have to if they want to handle this sys-tray message, it's not going to come through the WinProp because handle is going to be set to true in that case. So therefore, one would need to be told to implement this. Now we need at least some kind of way to manipulate our thing. Let's change the text. That's one thing that we do. Modify text. Set text. Set tip text. Or set tip. way. And that's this code. Alright. Okay, now it doesn't have something to return. So now, if we get notified and if you message WM L button down, set tip text. Account. Right? Oh, we can do this. One way or another. Okay. So now why would an L result here? This is void. I guess it's going to be a void function. There's nothing to return. Okay. Oh, that's set tip. Just set tip. Maybe I like it better this way. All right. I think that's enough, right? So in our constructor, we're deriving from the sys window, a window with sys functionality. In our WinProc, first we check to see if the system tray window has handled the message. If so, return. Except for deriving create, of course. So maybe one way to fix that problem is to say that that's not handled. But I know it's always going to be handled. Okay. And same with destroy. Create and destroy are two exceptions. So if it's in those cases, said doesn't matter if this thing handles it or not. We want it to come through here in case we have something to do. In fact, we don't have anything to do, but we might. Okay. Is that it? Is it done? And count. Oh, modify add. Modify add. I need to set the tip text. Let's see. I'd like to be able to call set tip first, but not have it do this stuff. I want to introduce some boolean. Well, I want to add more to the constructor. Then it'd be a struct. And the place I would know when to set it would be here. Okay, alright. No, we won't need this. Okay? How about this? WM create a special. We can do that. No, I only think about this. Alright, I'm excited. I'm going to make a string here. And I'm going to call this modify tip and this set tip. And whenever this is called, it's just going to use the current tip text. So update tip. How about that? We just update. No, we have that one. Update or just modify. notify, modified, something like that. In this case, it should include everything. So yeah, update tip. Alright, so what that means is that, WinFlow, we don't have to do anything about it. What we had before was fine. And then on create, we can set tip to what we wanted. Alright. And then we can update it. Well, that's the case. Oh, notify, add. Then we only need one function, don't we? Okay. So we set the variable. Its name is dead. And that's it. We don't need another function. And every time we get this, we do the same thing. Oh, except I don't want to plus it on create. Master text trim. Bracket. Why is it pointing me here when the problem is there? More brackets. D. And true. And an error. Okay. So first see if it works. There it is there. Saying the right thing. No, we're not getting our notify. We're not handling it right. That part worked. Oh, that's fine. LP is actually the message, and WP is the icon identifier. Okay, so it's working. So now we have a general thing. I can take this class and just put it into Here, these are just little helper things. Maybe here. It's not a control, it's a type of window. So let's put it here. And then any window you make, if you want it to have use the sys tray, you just derive from this thing. Right, which we have. And immediately we have, and it's immediately, even though it's hardly visible, we have support for sys tray management. So this thing, unfortunately, this part's not automated exactly. We have to call down to the sys tray thing. It's always that's the problem with virtual functions. The furthest derived gets called first. So, I mean, it's possible sometimes, and maybe preferable in this case, to make it, to put the one in here private so that anything further derived can't access it, and then create a new virtual function for the next person, the next thing derived to override, and that way you can guarantee that this will come in first, and then you call out from here. But anyway, it's not too bad. All we have is one callback. You can almost put the whole thing on one line, and all it does is change the text. But we're going to do more. We set our own callback method. Maybe that step we can remove that step. But for now, we are. The furthest derived thing, either the furthest derived thing is going to be in total control of making sure that these sorts of things are unique, or you add something to the base class that has an interface that you call, like register window message, that returns you a unique thing and keeps a count, a record of what the next one is. And if you want to be really, really cool, like people over, like the people that made Windows 7, you don't even have to give them back in increasing order. You could make it bounce around all over the place. All right, use a lot of time, way too much, but we've handled everything and we tucked it away. It's available for everyone. And so the next step now is how to create and use a menu. That's what we're going to do. Well, actually, I was thinking that I could just make the window not visible at first, but that's okay. I'll do that next time. We have this thing. We have a callback support, so we know that this window really won't be visible. We'll click here. We'll bring up that menu, and I would say left click for the menu, and the right click should just offer exit, a menu with one item, exit. You could also put it on the left click too, but people naturally, it's the kind of unspoken or standard that right click on a tray icon uh, should bring up a little box that allows you to exit the thing. So we want to be different from everybody else. Oh, and of course, you gotta make sure it's still works. Okay. Scroll down, start back, and there's our thing. We haven't clicked it. Should we kill it again? That text is something that's already part of the base class. It knows what text goes there. Okay, so everything's to this point. It's looking pretty good. Now we're going to be making a menu. I'm not going to use the resource editor to make a menu. We can make a menu just by calling functions. It's quite easy, very easy in fact. And so I'd say that we'll be done. In the next video, the program will be done with one exception. We need a new icon. And I think if you saw my last video, it might be a while before I upload the next video. I got a lot of icons to look at. So okay, see you later.